What up, y'all? So I decided that it's about time that I share my quick thoughts on one of Tim Burton's classic movies, Beetlejuice. And I'm sure many of you have seen the movie, and many of you know the premise and probably know almost every line in the movie. But basically, the plot of the movie is where we follow a couple, Adam and Barbara, and and then they died in an unfortunate accident. And then this new family decides to move into their home, and then they want to like Adam and Barbara don't want them there. They don't like how they're redecorating the place, and then they want to try to scare them away to get them out of the house. And by like they're trying to do whatever they can to make that happen. And they thinking maybe we may need to have maybe see if we can get this other character Beetlejuice. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not a very good idea, because the guy is completely bonkers. And and like, I have to be honest, like back when I first saw it, this was like many years ago, and this was at the time where they decided to put out an animated series, Beetlejuice. And I came across that first before I got to watching the movie. And just because I've seen the animated series first, I was expecting to see more of Beetlejuice. And at that time, many years ago, I felt let down that we didn't see him that many times. But like as I got older and I watched it more, and I began to appreciate the movie for what it is. And then, like there's a reason why you don't really see him a lot. I mean, and there's many movies that have been made like that, where there's Jaws and you don't really see him, and then there's the first Godzilla movie, you don't really see him all that much until halfway through. So, so yeah, it's kind of like that same formula with Beetlejuice. And and then like when I watch it again and again, and then as I'm older, um, he's not as off screen as I drastically thought he was when I was at a younger age. I mean, the pacing went smooth. It's definitely smooth, and and like, man, like it's hilarious how like Adam and Barbara have like they have a strong love for Harry Belafonte, like where you almost hear his song like playing throughout the movie, and even in the intro, you can hear him like just briefly into like the opening theme, like when we're getting into the credits. And what's so funny is that the movie tries to follow that same rule where you don't say Beetlejuice's name three times, like like in the title, like in the opening credits, like once the title reveal Beetlejuice, and the second time, like where they show you who's starring in the movie, and it gets to Michael Keaton, it says and Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. Okay, here's the funny part. And then when you get to the end credits, where the credits are scrolling from the bottom up, and then you see where it just says Beetlegeist or whatever. Like they avoid saying, like putting the name out the third time, because you just don't do that. And if you do summon him, like saying his name three times or even once is bad for him. But before then, like it's not a good idea to to call up the guy. But yeah, this movie is definitely has Tim Burton's like handprints all over it. Like when you see how the characters look, I mean that kind of expands over to his other movies like Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride. And yeah, like I watched it again recently, and like it just like it holds up. I mean, I have a good time watching that movie. So with that all being said, I'm gonna give Beetlejuice a 4 out of 5, a solid 4 out of 5. And I did not see the follow up. I didn't see the sequel yet. I figured like, okay, maybe I should share my thoughts on the first movie before I see the second one. And I will jump back here with you guys, and then I'll share my thoughts on that one. But it sounds like people are pretty mixed on it, and people are not really overly thrilled with it. But I'll see where I stand in that spectrum. So keep on the lookout for that. So in the meantime, if you guys like this video, make sure you thumb it up and you click subscribe and you click the notification bell so you can stay updated on my latest videos. And as for always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video, like where I share my thoughts on Beetlejuice. So until then, peace out, guys.